important summit of Gulf Arab leaders with President Obama gets underway this week without a key player. Saudi Arabia says King Salman will stay home. Word came just 2 days after the White House said he would attend. Margaret Brennan is at the State Department with the growing Arab concern about Iran. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Well, Saudi Arabia insists that this is not a snub, but it is a disappointment for the White House. President Obama had sought to personally reassure Arab leaders about the upcoming nuclear deal with Iran, their longtime adversary. Saudi Arabia, already frustrated with U.S. inaction in Syria, is also concerned that Iran will carry out more attacks in the region if the U.S. lifts sanctions as part of that deal. So to offset worry, the White House had offered to sell them more weapons, but stopped short of promising to militarily defend its Arab allies, the exact type of security pact that they seek. Now, the White House says there's no major disagreement, and Saudi Arabia says, well, the king needed to stay home to oversee a 5-day ceasefire in its military campaign in Yemen. But this cancellation also prompted the king of Bahrain to pull out. Now, only 2 of the 6 monarchs invited to meet with President Obama will actually be doing so. They'll all send their deputies, but the fact that heads of state will not be there gives this summit a harder time when it comes to making decisions and lends less diplomatic heft, Nora, than the White House had hoped for.
Margaret, thanks. It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. But the interesting thing, too, is that he says he's staying home to oversee what's happening in Yemen, the ceasefire in Yemen. The 2 people most responsible for prosecuting that Yemen attack are going to be in Washington with the president.
That's right. The 2 younger princes who are very...
Crown Prince and the Deputy Crown Prince.
Who are very crucial.